Hi folks, it's me again. Bit of a big mixed bag this week. As the title suggests, I'm going to have a quick chat to you about making your own graphics for your models, something I did before Christmas. So let's have a look and see what I'm going to prattle on about this week. See you in a bit. Right, okay, so I'm going to get through some of the bits I've been doing in the last couple of weeks and so, however long it is since I put one on. If you remember, I was working on these previously. One of the problems I had was I got carried away with the sanding and took out the, I don't know what you call them, but the modelling lines around the doors and what have you. On this triangle originally they were actually raised. I did try that with a bit of plaster. It looked awful, if I'm honest with you. So I've got a scribing tool and I've also got one of them riveting tools. So all I've basically done is scrap the bottom line, scrap the top one and scrapped around the doors, just so that it looks a little bit more realistic, and it means I can run some panel wash into them before when I've painted them. I've done that to all four. The reason the masking tape's on the bottom is I've sprayed the entire undercarriage in black, and also at this end I've sprayed the corridor connector. The picture I showed you last time of these particular models wasn't the best one I could have got. I found another one where it is a double axled, clearly ex coaching stock that's been used, and it's still got its corridor connectors on. Pictures on the screen now, so this is what they're going to be based on, what you're looking at right here. So what you saw me holding when I had hold up with my thumb, that's the corridor connectors sprayed up in black, ready to go. So that's the progress on them. Very little, just a little purchase this week for when I'm making up models and what have you. Been meaning to get hold of these for a while. Spoke to my wife, she's the one that loves to shop on Amazon, so she's found these. As you can see, they come from Smart Models, bought off Amazon. No idea how much they are, so don't ask. Like I said, the wife bought them. There's two in a box and it looks as if they have neodymium magnets inside of them. They are pretty powerful. Ideal for when you're constructing a building of any type where you've got a 90-degree corner that you want to hold in place and glue together, as in on that picture there. So I'll give them a run, see how they get on, but they seem to be pretty good. Right, that's that one done. A couple of weeks ago I asked for some help on these Caledonians, give me some suggestions as what to do with them, etc. Thank you very, very much for everybody that passed comment. You give me an awful lot to think about. I'm kind of thinking at the moment that where I'm going to go with them is to join two together and make them into a six-wheel carriage. I think that one appeals to me the most. It's not something I've done before. I'm imagining that there's quite a bit of work to do because we're going to have to, I'm going to have to stand up, will you? I'm going to have to cut this off and move it along. But yeah, I'm quite looking forward to having a bash at that. So that's going to be a slightly longer project. So that is something I definitely want to do. So thanks again for everyone's comments. They are very much appreciated, and helping make me mind up on where I'm going with these, because I didn't want them to look like they normally would. Turn them into six-wheel, that works for me. Right, last bit before I go into the transfers. I know you're all sick to death of seeing this sprayed, but I finally got it sprayed. Everybody's opinion seemed to be do it blue, so we've done it in blue. I did try this. One of the gentlemen out there suggested Vallejo's silver blue, but I still don't have a spray gun and I still can't make my mind up whether I want to use one or not. So I'll ask you a question about that. If anybody has got a spray gun, what is it? What do you think of it? How much did it cost? I'm not going to spend ridiculous sums of money because I'm not that kind of person. But I did pick a silver blue in a rattle can, and unfortunately it just looked silver to me. So I went for a real blue. It's a metallic blue, but I really like the colour. The blue was the perfect. As you can see, I've done a little work inside of it. What I've done is the walkways have been painted in brown. I've put some cork underlay down in the centre, and that's it, because it's literally just been sprayed today. I've just brought it in from outside drying, which is surprising in the temperatures. But yeah, really happy with the blue, so thank you for that, guys. Right, on to the next and the final. Start of the video I mentioned about Waterslide transfers and making your own. Something I've never done myself, but running up to Christmas I was looking for an idea from my Uncle Jed for a present. As some of you might remember, Uncle Jed has his own model railway layout. Many years ago, when I was very young, my Uncle Jed worked for his dad, who owned a coal business. So what I did was I bought 5 coal wagons, paid more than I'd normally pay for them, but they were in very nice condition. I had very little time, so I bought something that was in good order. So I bought the 5 coal wagons and decided that what I wanted to do was to personalise them just for my Uncle Jed. So the pictures you're looking at are what I did, which was very little. So, as I said, never done it before, had a go. Bought some Waterslide inkjet paper. I used a program called Open Office, which allows me to print really small. I learned about Open Office from Gormo's Shed on YouTube. Managed to get information off another uncle that was pertinent. So as you see on the pictures, you can see there that there's the name of the company, the fact that they were coal merchants, and my other uncle Frank actually remembered the telephone number from back in the 60s. So we've actually got the real phone number. Were they easy to use? Yes. I made one mistake. I forgot to high gloss varnish the trucks before putting the Waterslide transfers on, so I can see where the transfer is. But it's not a major issue. It's only if I'm looking up close that I can see them. You're probably going to be able to see them on the photograph as well. But nice and easy to make. Made up the transfers, shove the printer paper in, off you go. The only time consuming bit is you've got to cover them over with varnish before you start sticking them in water. But again, simple. I just bought a run-of-the-mill tin of matte lacquer, put a couple of light coats over it till I could see it was evenly covered, left it 24 hours, cut them down to the size I wanted, put them into the water, and after that it was like using a Waterslide transfer. Is it a cheap way to do it? Probably. Is it an easy way to do it? Not really. But if you've got a lot of transfers to make up, it's a hell of a way of saving money. I got some like 10 sheets for £4 or £5 off Amazon. Matte lacquer, I've always got a tin of that anyway, because all my models get matte lacquered when I'm finished. So yeah, I was quite happy with them. I've got fleets of things that I want to do, like the BR bauxite brown wagons. I've got a lot of tankers I want to turn into ICI. So I will use this process of making my own labels, my own badges, whatever they become. Obviously if I need something specialised, then I'll go and find them and buy them, but this is a hell of a way of doing it cheaply. So there you are. I've had a go. It's easy to do. If you've got the time, give it a shot. Why not? Saves you money. That's it for now. Speak to you all later. Bye.